you're going to have to worry about that chuckles from the audience. Then you have the dramatic turn for the seriousness thing, and then in the next moment, you could have a police-involved shooting where you are, before you even face the cameras, you've got to figure out what to say that is both informative and healing. And in the clip that you just saw, that is in keeping in line with what he said to me, and this was at an event at the 92nd Street Y last month, almost a month ago, May 22nd. All right, let's talk about, let's take a turn here and talk about his standing in the polls with these debates just what.
See you when you get here. I'll see you when you get here, baby. Uh-huh. Library, watch later, like videos, show more. Zoom 2019, week 3, Sunday night. Hey! Oh, good. Oh, good. Bonjour. Very good. All righty. We have Phumzala is here. Let's see. Who else is present? I have Deborah's video, I have Phumzala's video, I have Natasha's video. I am going to share the invite, copy invitation. Okay. Boom. Boop, boop. There's the invite. I have Deb Marcano's video. Hello. You have to oh, good. Hello, Deb Marcano. Hello, Phumzala. Welcome. Yay. Unmute yourself if you would like to speak. I have a mini lesson. I see you guys have submitted your videos, which is wonderful. Oh, yay. Here's Bunny Woman, AKA Deb. Welcome. Yay. Dawn Young. Roz Acting Coach, Dawn Young. Or you can drop it into the chat, either way. So, welcome all. Tara, yay. Hi, Tara. Tara, you look like you are a teenager in your bedroom, like you're doing, oh, what is that movie? Oh, this very old movie,
Uh-oh.
old musical with the telephones.
Oh.
And they start on they're all in their beds and they're all like,
Bye Bye Birdie.
yes,
Oh.
that's it. Hello, welcome.
Telephone song.
That's just it. It starts out just like that. Oh, wow, got lots of videos. Okay, so let me get it popping. So, I have a mini lesson to start out with, and then I have a bunch of videos to review. Ooh, and I have some gas. Pardon me. Here goes the mini lesson. So good to have you all. My mini lesson for today. Okay, so this has to do with, a lot of people spoke about wanting to take this class to build confidence in front of the camera or confidence when they are in the audition room. Aren't you supposed to be singing for the Clintons? Okay, anyway, I digress. So yeah, so a lot of people said they wanted to build confidence in the audition room or on or when they were taping, going in front of the camera. And so the way to build confidence is really by repeatedly showing up for yourself. But what if you haven't repeatedly shown up for yourself, right? And yet there is a conflict when you haven't yet had that experience of repeatedly showing up for yourself. And there becomes a disconnect when you haven't yet proven to yourself that I can do it because I've proven to myself because I've done it so many times. So and yet you have a big opportunity. And so then you feel like a fraud. And you say, what is a girl like me doing in a place like this? It's a lie, I can't do it, right? And that's when there becomes a break, a disconnect. And so that's when you feel that lack of confidence. And it can come at a taping or it can come when you're going in person. And so it comes when you have an opportunity that you think that for whatever reason you don't deserve. And you experience a sense of, I'm an imposter, right? I shouldn't be here. And it produces that feeling of lack of confidence. And it can lead to an overcompensation where you push, or it leads to a feeling of I can't do it, and all these kind of crazy thoughts come up. And that's if you haven't had time to build that deep work, that deep work hasn't happened yet, where you've shown up again and again for yourself, so that you have confidence over and over again. So this is what the lesson is. The lesson today, the mini lesson is, what am I gonna do? This is a shortcut, right? So the first thing is, you have to see what's happening with yourself. And so if you recognize those thoughts, and usually when that happens, you're gonna see something's going on in your body. It could be, sometimes you'll experience like something weird, like dry mouth, shaking. It can be shaking in the knees, trembling in the mouth, just like experience not normal, it's a sense of overwhelming nerves, right? Not normal nerves. This is a physical reaction that you're not used to. So these are those sort of opportunities that, and so that's the first thing you want to do, is say, you're doing a body scan and you say, wow, my heart is racing. My heart usually doesn't race at auditions, right? All of a sudden, or I noticed myself just really panicking at this taping. I don't usually panic, right? I'm taping for a lead in a series, and all of a sudden I'm out of my element. Usually I'm so chill. So that's the first thing. And I call that, you've already heard this lesson, person who should be singing for the Clintons. And I call that, you're coming in hot, right? And for myself, I noticed that, happened when I unexpectedly met President Obama. And if I just think about it, it starts to happen to my body, right? Like you could just see me just mentioning it and I'm starting to go, right? Because I just think about it and I start to get hysterical, right? And so I can feel my body my eyes start watering, my voice starts to go, and I just start to panic. And literally when I met him, I literally spit on him. I was like, I love you, and spit came out of my mouth. And I was unable to control myself. So I call that coming in hot, okay? That's when you're overwhelmed. Like I was shaking, I was crying, I was spitting. That's coming in hot, right? So that's like, you have to recognize, okay, I'm overwhelmed. Another time you could say is like, if you're, you could also notice it like, you can recognize, like, okay, now I can bring myself down, right? You can recognize it if you're on a roller coaster and you say, I'm so scared, I'm on this roller coaster and I'm getting hysterical, right? That's like, you notice your body is gone. So I'm just showing you the feelings that you want to recognize, okay? So it might not be that bad, but it's the same thing when you start to panic in an audition, when you're starting to have this imposter thing. So I call that coming in hot. So the first thing you want to do is recognize that. And then you go to the opposite end, right? And you say, wow, I'm tripping here, okay? Then you got to check out. You say, okay, I'm coming in hot, I got to go, right? And so then you got to kind of leave, right? You say, whoo. You got to calm the fuck down, right? And it's kind of like, I made that similar to when you're like on a roller coaster and you're saying, you know what, I'm too scared.
Actually, the speaker's on.
I'm just too scared. And I have to calm down. So then you have to go way to the other end and just play really calm, right? And just focus like on your breath, right? And just go way to the other end. Try to slow your heartbeat down, breathe into your booty, right? Try to come to the other end of your sensation, right? Try to just go way other end. See if you can get back to your senses, right? Don't go in the room. Don't tape until you can get yourself to stop shaking, get the tears back to one, back to under. Super laid back, as if you're not there. It's taking me a minute here. Still with Obama. All right. All right, I'm almost there. All right. Okay, I'm there. Now what I have to do. Now so I don't have time to unpack this psychologically, right? And I'm not there where I can say, this is a shortcut. Now I'm gonna do one of two choices. This is acting as if. I'm gonna act as if. I can do one of two things. I can play it as if. Oh, I can play this scene as if I can cast it as if I'm somebody else, right? I can cast it as if, oh, what if Angela Bassett was here as she was meeting Obama? How would she play it, right? And I can just go into that and pretend, right? And that's an as if. And I can just approach the moment in that way. So I can trick myself into coming into this playing of this moment from that approach. Or I can give myself another as if, right? If, another person, because I can't be myself in this moment, because I can't take myself, right? So that is, so I can't be Roz because of my imposter syndrome. So I have to play, if I don't want to give myself a name of another actress, because that's going to be too trippy for me, then I can just say it's just not me, right? As long as it's not me. I can just say, oh, I'm just a Hollywood successful actress coming into this, you know, who's won many awards, you know. Maybe I'm from France, something, whatever I think is worthy. And then I can approach the work from that point of view. And I can just play the game and breathe from that point of view. And see how that, and give myself that simple task of not being in my psychological mess to come to the task of playing the work. And so that's a shortcut. And that's the end of the mini lesson. To get out of the hysteria of the lack of confidence. Because sometimes you don't have time to get confident. Anyway, so give it a try. Okie dokie. Let's take a look-see at the work. Natasha's not here yet, but she's first. Is Natasha here? Manage participants, let's see. Nope, I'll do her when she gets here. Okay, so Pumzilla, you're up first. You want to unmute yourself?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So what did you work on this week?
Oh, well, I retaped the video from last
Oh,
week.
good.
There were so many lighting issues, and you told me to put some swag into it, and I,
Okay.
I don't know if I did, but I think I took a step forward. But I just redid the video to just with better lighting. Yeah, that's retaped it.
Okay, great. Let's see how that went.
Okay.
For swag, lighting, and I forgot the other thing. Oh.
Me and my sister Luna were born here. When my sister was 8, she died here. Hospital-acquired infection. Entirely preventable.
Nice.
So being able to work here, being able to save someone else's sister, someone's daughter, is a dream come true for me.
Nice.
So how can I help?
Nice.
It's not a trick question I'm really asking.
Nice.
I work for you so you can work for your patients. How can I help?
Nice.
Tell me, anyone. Just shout it out.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So your departments all have enough money, enough nurses, and your equipment isn't outdated? Come on. How can I help? Tell you what, I'll go first.
Nice.
Will everyone in a cardiac surgery program raise their hands? Thanks. Great. Thanks. You're all fired.
Nice.
Any department that puts billing above care no matter how much money you make, this university will be terminated.
Nice.
Oh, no, I'm serious. You can go. We're starting over without you.
Nice.
Next, all department chairs. Hands in the air, please. I don't know how you've managed to keep this hospital afloat with such little help. So I'm hiring you 50 new attendings.
Nice.
Untrained residents will no longer be your only support, regardless of how much money this university makes off its indentured servitude, or how much time it allows some of you to play golf. I think that just pissed off the university, all the golfers. So I'll say it again. How can I help?
Nice.
Yes, person I called a lawyer.
Lauren Bloom, Emergency Department. I want to get rid of our waiting room.
Where do you want to put it?
I want to get rid of it. I want to move patients direct to bed. No waiting room.
Done.
Really?
Sure, let's try.
Iggy Frome, child psych. Can we do something about healthy food?
What do you want to do about it?
Have some. In the hospital.
Done. Everyone, tell me what you need, what your patients need. I don't care if it's not covered. I don't care if the board said no. We all know that the system is too big to change, but we are the system. We have to change.
Nice.
So let's get into some trouble and let's be doctors again.
Nice.
Go. I'll see you out in the wards.
Nice.
Can I borrow you for a second?
Nice. Huh.
I don't know if that was recording.
Nice. You just need to trim. Okay. Humzala.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's much better.
Okay.
So much better. I'm totes McGrady nitpicking.
Okay.
First, let me tell you everything that's so much better. The confidence, the swag is so much better. It's 100% better. I love that you have ownership of what you're saying without apology, right?
Okay.
And that arrogance, that is wonderful.
Okay.
You know, that confidence and arrogance, and I've never seen that from you, and it's wonderful. It's very masculine. I think that's very sexy. You know,
Okay.
You know, I think that's very hot. And it's really good, really, really good. Very castable. You know, it's very, very castable. The only color you're gonna have to find, right, is
Okay.
a tiny bit of pleasure in it.
Pleasure in it. Okay.
Yeah. You just have to feel like you're doing the right thing.
Okay.
You know that it's all for the good.
Okay.
You know, it's all for good.
Okay.
But I love it. But I love the confidence. I love the drive. I love the swag. And then you're gonna have to calm your hands down a little.
Okay. Actually, when I watched my rehearsal, excuse me, I watched one of my rehearsal tapes. I was so worried about my eyes. I felt my face was too active, and now I didn't realize my hands were moving that much.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. It's coming. It's coming. It's like,
Okay.
it's like, it's coming. It's coming
Okay.
together. I like
All right.
it because it's connected, it's passionate, it's going with the language, it's strong, it's masculine, it's right. You know, this is a complicated guy. This is a
Yes.
lead guy, you know. This guy's very passionate.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it took me a while after reading the script so many times, like where his passion was coming from. His beef with the university is really based on his death, the death of his sister. So he's always had a bone to pick with hospitals and red tape. So that's his drive, and that's why he doesn't care about the boards and everything. Sorry, I'm talking too much.
No, you're not talking too much. You're right. You're right. That's what drives it. You freaking became a doctor because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're
Okay.
right. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be it's good because it's almost like rebellious. You know,
Yeah.
it's very like as a black man, it's very Denzel, you know. It's very like, you know, it's very because you have to be, you know, it's one of those things where you got to be 3 times better than everybody else. That's why it has to be kind of swagalicious, you know.
Okay.
You know, so it has to be, you know, so you know, come and fire everybody. It's a bit of an asshole, but it's for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You know, it's arrogant. It's for the right reasons. So we just got to see that little bit of, a tiny bit of righteousness, pleasure, a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of righteous pleasure. But
Gotcha.
it's good. It's so much better. So much better.
All right.
And then if you calm your hands down, it would have been butter.
Okay.
And then I still feel like, is your tripod short?
Yeah. I don't have like tripod I have at home. I have a shorter tripod, but this time I actually used my phone was taped to the mirror of my dressing room.
It needs to be a little taller still.
Oh.
A little taller
Okay.
still.
Okay.
Can you make it even with your eyes?
Even with my eyes. Okay.
Okay, because it still feels like, because one of the things is it keeps getting your hands, and if it was more so getting your shoulder and your head, if your hands wouldn't keep getting into the shot and be so damn distracting.
It'll cut the hands out.
Yeah, I mean, somewhat, a little bit. But also your hands need to calm down a little bit.
Okay. All right.
That's part of it. That's the South African in you. You know, it's part of it is cultural.
Yes, I was about to comment. I was about to comment on that because people keep telling me I talk just like my father. He does this.
It feels like that. It feels like a South African play or something.
It does. Yeah, it's my father talks with especially when he's on his soapbox. You get that hand choreography. You know.
That's what is? Oh yeah, I can't remember the play, but it's a play I saw. You know, with the girls with the hats. You know, a play from the 80s or the 90s.
Browns?
You know the play with the South African girls, and they had the black hats. No, I don't remember the name of it, but it had songs in it. Come on, everybody. It was
all I can think of is your arms too short to box with God.
No, it was South African girls. It was all girls.
Was it a Signature?
No, this is a big play. It was in the 90s on Broadway. I'll think of it.
It's not Serafina because that was later.
Serafina, that's it. It was Serafina.
Serafina? Oh, yeah, 90. That was. You're right, Serafina. Yes.
Serafina, right?
Yes.
Serafina.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that actually.
And it's like a gesture on everything.
Yes.
And it's like big. Anyway.
Yes. Okay.
But that's just not our style. Like, so stylistically, Americans, we just do less.
Okay.
That's just how we are. You know what I mean? So it's not wrong, it's just style.
Style, okay.
It's just style, yeah.
I understand.
You understand, yeah. It's like accent. It's just style. Okay.
All right.
I worked up a sweat. Between that and doing my Obama moment, I am actually sweating.
All right. Thank you.
Anyway, good work. Really good. Really improved.
Thank you.
Let me see. Deborah Unger, you are next. Law and Order. All right, Miss Deborah, unmute yourself.
So
Mm-hmm.
I also suffer from the flying hands, you know.
Okay.
This is not a long scene, but my God, the words and the sentences,
Okay.
holy crapolini. So I may need to do this again.
Okay. Let's take a look, see. Who are you talking, who are you and who are you talking to?
So Marishka's character
Okay.
has come to me, who
Okay.
is an FBI agent, to ask a really big favor.
Okay. Whew. Here we go.
Okay, yeah, let me get this straight. You want the FBI to identify which foreign intelligence agency is screwing with the US congressman so that you can get them to point you to a sex ring that it stumbled over while doing its other dirty deeds.
Yeah, that's about it.
And the starting point is this Foreign Services hacking of an American politician's accounts.
Yeah, the FBI does do counter-espionage, right?
Sure. And you might be aware that the issue of foreign governments hacking politicians' email has been a little delicate lately.
That's not my problem.
The White House doesn't agree.
I'm not trying to overturn an election. I'm trying to stop a sex crime.
Look, even if this field were littered with political landmines, we don't want a foreign intelligence service knowing what we know about them. If we're tapping a line, we don't want them to stop using it.
I won't tell
Good.
anyone.
But
Good.
you will do something that will tip them off.
Maybe. By breaking up a sex
Good.
trafficking ring. Seems to me the trade-off is worth it.
Listening.
We're talking about trafficked children.
Good.
I wish you well. I really do.
Good.
You're going to have to find another way to do this.
Good. Okay. So yeah, the first 4 lines, I'm just watching you struggle. But once I started saying good,
Yeah.
you were in. But that was like late in the scene.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it again. It's a fucking bear.
Yeah, getting through those mouthfuls was really hard.
Yeah, without hitting things to get the understandability.
So you either want to a couple of things you can work on. You can decide on how you're going to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
You decide on a cheat, or you can do a lot of repetition.
Oh, man.
You can do you can change a punctuation to help yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see, I mean, I can look at the syntax for you and see how it is.
There's one period in that first speech.
Because I wasn't sure if you were adding words at the beginning or if that's how it was.
No, that's how it's written.
Okay, so that's how it's written. So then you need to see like, what words are you hitting?
Yeah.
Because it seemed like it needed to be scored a little bit.
Yeah.
Because also when it's wordy like that, you have to figure out what words are you hitting.
Yeah.
And what
And
word. Mhm.
Emphasizing without hitting. Yeah.
Yeah, and almost, I mean, like, there's some steps that I usually I go through to mark the syntax like I would in Shakespeare,
Mm-hmm.
to get through that. And even and this is like even before memorizing, just to get the syntax to make sense of it.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't feel like that mouthful.
Yeah.
You know, and then because that also took you out of your listening. for the first couple of lines.
Yeah. And I want to tell you, I went over this like 3 hours solid.
Yeah, it's finding those verbs. It's crossing out the repeated words. It's pointing. It's like, what's modifying what? Where are the clauses?
Yeah.
And once you do that work, spend a little time with that work, then you sort of erase that. So it's like that's a step that you spend some time with. Then that step gets erased, and then you go back to it clean.
Okay.
And then take that away and read it again, and then it should have some flow to it.
Okay.
To get some flow and some alacrity.
Yeah, I think I got up to step 2, and now I need step 3.
Yeah, because you have to sort of break it down, break the sentence down.
Yeah.
Like an English teacher would also,
Yeah.
to get back to getting some speed with it.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's it, because it felt so laborious.
Parsed out, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, you should do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again. The second half of the scene felt good. Okay, goody.
All right, thanks.
Challenge. Okay, let's hit the next one. Let's see who's next. Wait, somebody spoke to me. Who's in the chat? Really grounded and strong, Pumzala. Somebody's talking to Pumzala. I know. Must have been the pheromones in the work. Sorry. Oh, can you tell I've been waiting for this class all day? Someone shared a video with you. Oh, Principal Leads. Alrighty. Let's do Principal Leads. All right, Dawn, unmute yourself. Tell me about Principal Leads.
Audio, voila. And I have sound today.
Yes, you do.
I play a principal, and there have been a number of African girls trying to get into my school, and so her father is bringing her in, and I'm questioning them.
Okay.
About admitting her into my high school.
Let's give it a try. Nice.
Okay, all right. I can't keep dragging this on forever. Are you going to fix it?
Nice.
How can I help you?
I'm here to enroll my daughter.
Ah, yes, the African girl, correct?
Yes.
Do you speak English, honey?
She understands mostly, but still adjusting to the American accent.
Okay, and we're still waiting for the official birth certificate?
Yes, we have this.
Well, this is a letter. I need a proper birth certificate. What is this?
Yeah, well, as I explained in the phone, that Sylvia was born during the Civil War in Angola, and both the hospital and Department of Records were destroyed. So we don't have any original birth certificate papers.
Are you Sylvia Dos Santos?
Yes.
I need her to answer for herself. Are you Sylvia Dos Santos? Sylvia? Are you Sylvia Dos Santos? I need you to speak.
Yes.
And is this man your father?
I assure you that I'm
Sir, I need you to refrain from speaking for her. We see all kinds of cases of young women being trafficked into this country under all sorts of circumstances. I need to be sure that this is a legit situation. Is this man your father? I need you to say it out loud.
Sylvia. Yes, yes.
All right, then I will ask Miss Tunney to enroll you and take you to your classroom.
She starts right now?
You can pick her up at 3:30 when school lets out. Finished? I don't know what the problem is. This is ridiculous.
Okay, Dawn, this is getting better.
Dawn Young, New York City based.
Dawn, this is getting better. I don't know what it's going to take for you to turn your phone this way.
Oh. John,
Hold
your phone horizontally.
1 sec. Hello. Okay, I will. Bye. Love you. Bye. Hold on. Stop share. Dawn, it's getting better. Lots of things are better. Two things I have to do before I can talk through this. One is go to the restroom. Sorry about that. Shoot.
Please go.
I'm having problems today, aren't I? I will be right back.
Hi, Tara. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Bunny Woman. Hi, Tara. Hi, Fumzili Sohola. Did I pronounce it right? I think you went away.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi. It's actually the H is silent. You say the P.
Oh, Pum? Oh.
Pumzile.
Pumzile Sohola
Yeah.
or Sojola?
Sojola.
Sojola.
Yes, ma'am. Everybody always get the F because, you know, it has a PH. So, hi. How are you doing?
God. Oh, is that what I said? Oh, yes, I did. So it's Pumzile. Pumzile Sohola.
Yeah.
Sohola.
Sojola.
Sojola. Sojola.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you're not the only one. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, but John, did you know that Roz means that you're shooting this way, and she wants you to shoot this way?
I know. I just wrote it in big letters in my notes. Thank you.
Okay. So, yes.
Shoot horizontally.
Yes, shoot horizontally. That was, I liked your acting choices. This is a nitpicky one, but I'm just gonna say it. It's very nitpicky. I feel that your eye lines were good. You had 2 different eye lines, and I like that a lot. They should have just been slightly closer.
Okay.
That's very nitpicky, but they were good. You had 2 different relationships. I like that. I feel that when you look down, your paper could have been higher.
Oh.
So look down and we see in the top of your head, right? If your paper's higher, we could just see the tops of your eyes, right?
Oh.
When you look out, every time you look down, just like this, right? It's still out of the frame. For all your references. I liked your little messy, the way you had your cell phone, the way it fell and all that stuff, the little messy lady. The messy, I like that sort of characterization of who you were as a lady. I like the way you use the language. I just like the acting in general, the characterization, the suspicion, all the choices I liked. I felt it was castable. I thought the lighting was good. I thought you looked good. I thought the overall professionalism of the tape was much better, Dawn, with the headshot in the beginning. It's just coming along. I feel like once you get this, you what? You get this, Dawn. You gonna
horizontal.
Once you get that, Dawn, it's gonna be somewhere.
Like a rear view mirror, not yeah.
Yes, and you had the little black before you did your slate. I just feel like you coming right along.
Yay.
You know, and I felt like all the acting was there. So if you have that, your paper's a tiny bit higher.
Paper's higher.
And that's it.
Great.
I really thought like the key part of the characterization and the beats of the scene, they were all there.
Oh, great.
Like the opening beat, the closing beat, you know, what you wanted in the scene, like I totally believed the relationships between the girl and the dad. And you made a strong choice. That's all I got.
Good. So horizontal and, oh, with the paper. Now, is it okay in that circumstance, because he handed me a paper? I mean, the paper could have even been in sight.
It totally could have been. And Dawn, I felt like you weren't, I don't know the script, but I felt like you weren't making it up.
Uh-huh.
Now I know you're a trickster.
What do you mean?
But I didn't hear a lot of I means and fillers.
Oh, none.
I felt like you were using their text.
Oh, there was not one word in there. It was
all their text.
Yes. In fact, one time I forgot one line, so I did it again because I wanted that line to be in there.
Dawn, good for you. I could tell. It felt clean.
It was clean. There was no extra stuff. But see the paper, and you know why? You know why I didn't want that nice, clean, white piece of paper? Because it was my cheat sheet.
That's okay. Look, it could have been, if it's in there, it could have been, he hands you a paper, right?
Oh, I could have put that in the back of it. Yeah, and still had my cheat sheet.
And still had your cheat sheet. And it could have been higher, right? So you can't, right now, I have a paper in my hand.
Yeah.
You can't see it, right?
No.
It's very high. Look at my eyeballs.
Can you read it?
Yeah, I can read it. All City High School Music Program, student audition form.
So it could be almost up at bust level.
Yes, it's right. Look. It's right below. It's very high.
And actually, I would have liked to cover up those bazoomers. They were a little bit too prominent there.
And if you went this way, they wouldn't be so prominent.
I was like, that's the first thing I said when I saw, oh my God, that's all I'm looking at. Oh.
If you go this way, girl, they're going to be cut off.
John, I gotta set it horizontal. Help me remember. I wrote it down.
Okay.
Tara told me. Tara explained to me what horizontal meant in case I didn't know.
That's real good. Thank you, Tara.
You're welcome.
But I feel that it's really coming along.
But I still almost have a heart attack getting it into doing all that. Technical stuff drives me fucking nuts.
But look how much
way
better
longer than learning and doing the scene. Just trying to get it.
Well, we ain't going backwards unless you're Benjamin Button. So I stole it from Kenya Moore. So what you gonna do? All right.
So that would have been okay. They wouldn't have cringed if I sent that in, and good.
I think it's good. Coming right along. All right. So I am moving on to. She's still not here. Maybe she's not coming today. All right, good job. I am moving on to the next person who I believe is in the chat, who is Deb Marcano. Deb Marcano, unmute yourself, my dear.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm great.
Great. Tell me about your audition. What is this?
This is an audition for a short film that I had last week. It's for a DMV clerk, kind heart, sharp tongue, sassy attitude. Kind of like me.
Great hair. All right, let's do it. Kind heart, sassy attitude. Is she at the DMV?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Hi, I'm Deborah Marcano.
Nice.
Hi, we have an appointment. For what, sweetie? For a drive. This is the appointment line. We already have an appointment. I heard you, sugar. This is the check-in line for people who already have appointments.
Okay. All righty.
Background.
What did you say?
I said, sorry, my dog was barking in the background.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Okay.
All right, so I see a woman with plenty of attitude. So I think if that's what you were going for, that's what we got.
Okay.
And was it comedic in nature? Was it supposed to be? Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I made it comedic. I don't know.
Well, I thought that's what we got. I think that worked. What?
I didn't want to be too over the top sassy, so I made it a little more comedic.
I felt like it went towards the comedic side of the sassy scale, and that's a choice that you made. So then that's fine. If you wanted to do when they're this short, I mean, just to teach you something, when they're this short, you can also, if you're not sure, you can also do a second take. It's a 30-second audition, you know.
No, they said one take.
Well, then fuck it. Then one take.
Okay.
All right, fine. So then that can be that. Do that. I think it's fine. I think it's a fine submission. The only shits and giggles, nitpicking, the only thing I would probably do is take off the crossfade. You know, I hate the crossfade.
What, at the end?
Yes.
Okay.
And you know, I'd probably, you know, give it it just makes it, you know, for me, it takes me to the Cher show.
Okay.
So, I mean, but you know, I mean, that's nitpicking.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions for me?
No, I want to say though, this is the first tape I did where I voice recorded myself. I set up the I did everything. So I did lots of takes to make sure I got it timed correctly.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard with the timing. You know, the timing's a little off. It's hard with the timing. Let's watch it again.
I'm Deborah Marcano.
That's great. But what can you do? You know.
Hi, we have an appointment.
This is good.
For what, sweetie? For a driving test for my mom.
That's good.
This is the appointment line.
It's good.
We already have an appointment. I heard you, sugar.
That's good.
This is the check-in line for people who already have appointments.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I have no complaints. That's good, except the crossfade. 0 complaints.
Okay.
Good. All righty. Moving right along. Yes. Next, we have Tara with the Karen. Tara, Karen, ABC. Tell me. Unmute yourself, my dear.
Unmuted. This was a audition for the competition they're doing. So I did it in person, but since I had to learn all these sides last week, I was like, let me put this one on tape.
Fantastic.
So I'm at a funeral and I'm very insensitive.
Oh, yes. 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 I'm looking for. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me try again. 1 second, Tara.
Okay.
Just because my husband is bugging me. Now it is. Okay. Now I'm going to you. I'm going to share. Boom. All right. Here we go.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you. You left us too soon.
I'm Karen, by the way. Not sure if Mark ever mentioned.
I'm sorry, I can't remember. It's tragic.
Big time.
Huh.
So, anyway, so Mark owed me a sizable chunk of money, and I'd really love to find a way to get repaid. I think it's what he would have wanted.
Are you kidding me right now?
Believe me, if this were just a few dollars, I wouldn't even be here.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you.
Nice.
I didn't want to ask his parents, and since you're the stepmom and you guys don't even that close, I was in shock. Me too. He said he'd pay me the next day. Yes, Karen Davies. But if you're thinking about writing me a check, I really prefer cash.
Now I remember. Mark told me about you. You're the one who stole his watch. There was
lower your voice. Second, I did not steal this stupid watch, and frankly, I think it's important for you to do this.
Nice.
Fine. Give me $40, you'll never see me again.
Nice.
It's fine. I live in
You need to go right now.
Okay, are you on PayPal? Hi. You're Mark's uncle, right?
That's good. All right. That's good. What's happening in the opening beat? I'm not clear.
The opening beat is I'm coming up to the woman who's stepmom, and I'm being like, hey, you know, this is such a tragedy, trying to be sincere. And then I'm like, kind of checking to see who's nearby. And I'm like, all right, girl, this motherfucker owe me money and I need my money back.
Okay, let me see.
I'm so sorry for your loss. You left us too soon. I'm Karen, by the way. Not sure if Mark ever mentioned. I'm sorry, I can't remember. It's tragic. Big time. So, anyway, so Mark owed me $6, and I knew you left to find a way to get repaid. I think this is what he would have wanted. If this were just $2, I wouldn't even be here.
Nice.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. I didn't want to ask his parents, and since you're the stepmom and you guys aren't even that close, I'm in shock. Me too. He
Nice.
said he'd pay me the next day. Yes, Karen Davies. But if you're thinking about writing me a check, I really prefer cash. You're the one who stole his watch. Lower your voice. Second, I did not steal this stupid watch, and frankly, or take you to do something like that on a day like this. Fine. Give me the $140, you'll never see me again. It's fine. I live in you need to go right now. Okay.
That's funny.
Hi. You're Mark's uncle, right? I'm so sorry for your loss.
All right. So, what are your questions for me?
I don't do comedy often, which always feels like, as far as how it works out, it's always like extreme. So it either works out great because I'm like, nah, I'll just have fun, or I get really in my head. So I think my question is just like, how was that? When I went for the actual audition, I got there and I was on time, but I guess the person before me was late. And so they saw me and they were like, I mean, do you want to come in or do you want a second? And I was like, well, I felt really prepared, but I had also like just walked in. And so it's always good to have a second, but I always worry about like freaking out in that second. So I was like, all right, I'll go in. And then when it started, I got a little like distracted in the middle of it, like distracted in the sense of like insecure. But as a whole, like I felt good about my choices. I think with comedy, I just don't know where else to go. I just go for the ride.
I thought it went really well. I thought the beginning, there's a dichotomy between comedy.
Yeah.
It has to be precise and it has to be free.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the beginning was nice enough for it to work. But after that, it got
what? Sorry?
It wasn't precise enough in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
But after that, it got super good.
Okay.
It got really good, free, and precise. And it just needed to be sort of cleaner, you know, sort of like established. So like that really clean, sincere moment of empathy with the mother. Like in the end when you had that really sincere moment with the dad or whoever it was, the second person who walked up, that was great, right? And before the turn. When you have the clean, like the really clean moment, it was like, you can tell when I loved it, right? You can tell exactly when I loved it. It was just like the murky beginning, and then the great, like it's the first 3 lines maybe just needed to be really established. And then all the rest of it was really, really good.
Okay.
So I hope that's clear. It just needed to be that, and it could have been because of the tape, because of how you taped it, like you were sort of, you know, but just that sort of like, really, we need to buy, just for the fake out, right? For the comedy of it, for the fake out, we need to buy that you're sincere for a moment before you turn. I loved your characterization, like how you, like the choice you made, like ghetto, you know, this ghetto turn that you made, this lower class or whatever that was, you know, from the hood, you know, which felt right with the material, $147, you know, whatever. But there was something that you did vocally that you were able to touch into just like a bit later in the scene that was so dropped in. You know, this was like that really just dropped into your sympathy. And I'm just, it's only because I'm really, 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 really super duper know your instrument that I can talk like this, that I feel like if you could have probably done that, probably rehearsed that first moment, that opening moment, so that first moment of like, I'm so sorry or whatever, could have felt like, oh, you know, so that the turn could have.
Right.
But, you know, that's me picking again. But I just feel like that could have been really, like if we're going to work this comedy, that has to be really established.
Okay.
For the audience, because that's the fake out.
Yeah.
You know, that's the fake out. We got to really believe, oh, this girl is all in. You know?
Yeah.
But I felt like, you know, you really played in the, you know, throughout.
Cool.
Yeah.
I realized, because it was interesting that you brought up the nerves thing, because literally in the middle of the scene, and this hasn't happened to me. Normally what happens is I'll have a rough start because I'm anxious, but I started with a little bit of nerves, but like I was like, okay, I'm nervous, but like, let's get in here. Like, it's a fun scene. And like midway through the scene, which is usually a point in the scene that I look forward to, because I feel like, all right, now we're flying.
Yeah.
I got really like judgy. I got more so because it was like, what's the next line? Oh, wait, what am I doing? Wait, are they? And I was like, whoa, girl, there's no time. Like, and it was one of those things where, you know, you even have that moment of like no common sense. Like, if you're losing the line, girl, look down and get the line. And I do think I saved it, because it normally, like, I've been to the competition audition before. If you flub it up that much, they're like, let's just start over. It's okay. And so, it, you know, at the end, they were like, that was really great. Thank you. And I was like, thank you. You know, and it was only because, not that I thought it was that bad, but because I know I had so much turmoil throughout, and I didn't feel like I went for a ride. And so, and then I feel like I've been to other auditions where I'll be like, can I just do it again? And this one, I just kind of felt like, I'm gonna just leave this alone. They said good. Fine, it's good. Goodbye.
Gosh. So what, when you like, sometimes I think, for real, you set an intention before you go in, you know, like, what is my intention? Like, what am I working on? Before you even go into the office, what am I working on today for myself? You know, that can sort of be part of it. And then you can, whatever that is, and then that can be what you judge against when you leave. So that it's not just, because then it's sort of like, it's really hard to have any sort of perspective.
Right. Right.
You know, and that can be anything. It can be like taking my time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it can be breathing. It can be whatever it is. You know, it can be going. You know, it can be going in when I'm ready. You know.
Right.
You know. Whatever it is that you're working on that day, staying out of my head. You know.
I a lot of time my intention is like go in there and have fun. Either simply like go in and have fun, or it's like just let them see you. Like let them really see you, not the freaking out actor.
Right.
And the thing that was also a bit of a funny thing was, and I'll stop talking, sorry. It was my agent right before I went kind of psyched me out because they were like, you know, I'm not sure if you should go to this. Like, we don't want them clogging up your schedule. And I was like, so what? Whatever. So then it just became like, I'm just going to go and have, like, I'm really going to go and have fun because I don't know what's that, but I get to act today and that's a good day. So I went in, I feel like with all this good attitude, and then halfway through the damn scene, it was like, but anyway, it's good to, I appreciate those experiences because I don't often get in-person longer scenes. So I was like, no matter what, I was going to go to this audition. So
good. Yeah. And it's like, okay, then I'm going to practice this in-person longer scene and see what happens to my instrument.
Yeah.
See if I can stay focused or whatever, or having fun or allowing myself to be seen or whatever. And that's what I'm judging against.
Yeah.
My ability to play in that circumstance. Good.
Like when I rehearse, I try not to let myself, if it's not going well, I try not to let myself bail midway.
Yeah.
It's a bad habit.
Yes. And I feel like your choices were on point. You were obviously prepared. Your choices were on point. You didn't come work with me. You didn't come running the rise.
No, because I was out of money. I wanted to.
But look, I told you, you don't need to.
Right.
Look at that. A longer scene, you didn't need me. Those choices were on point.
Yeah.
Now, do I want your money? Of course I do. But I'm telling you, you don't need to all the time. That's an easy scene, and you did really well with it.
Okay. Thank you.
But now, don't be so confident. No, just kidding.
No, really. Because that's the thing. I think in the preparation on your own, you get into the, oh my God, am I getting stuck doing the same thing? Then I felt like I was arbitrarily trying to find something new, you know? And I was like, girl, relax.
It's not always hard.
I know.
Right? It's not.
I'm still working through that.
Yeah.
If it's not hard, I did something wrong.
No, that you nailed that, girl. That analysis was on point.
Okay, I receive it. I receive it. I'm done.
Yeah. All right. Natasha, I found you. I got your scene. It's time for you. Okay. Let's do it.
Hey there.
Hi. All right, let's do it.
And also, Roz, before I forget, I'm having trouble. Like last week I came, but I was late because I had the reading. Today I had an audition. I want to go back and watch everything, but I can't. I don't know.
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
I'm going to show you at the end.
Great.
Okay. All right, so what?
Yes, what is this? This is a scene where I am a policeman at the morgue. So a person comes in looking for somebody, one of their loved ones or something, and I have to explain what happened to them.
Okay. All right, let me get it up. And don't let me forget.
Okay.
To show it to you.
Okay.
Open attachment.
Watch everybody.
Okay, now this is
and I'm also trying to figure out how I'm recording these on the phone I have or the computer. You know, I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to record stuff, and I have a terrible phone.
All right, we're gonna go through that too.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Damn straight, McCarthy. What's your name? Shit. Yankee, you say? Yeah. That ain't good. What? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But, what? It's about Bianchi. I don't even know how to say this. Y'all weren't related, were you? You're not gonna believe this. I don't really know how something like this could happen. I'm just gonna say he was decapitated.
Oh.
Hold up, McCarthy says there's something here for you. Her belongings.
You
can eat this medicine. Oh, no. You okay? Her.
Ew.
I'm Natasha Yvette Williams, and I'm with BRS Gage.
All right, that was on point. Okay. All right, unmute you. Okay, Natasha Yvette Williams, that was way better.
Okay.
All right, the angle is 100% better. The framing is 100%.
Sideways, okay.
Sideways,
yep.
Frame, the whole, all of that is 100.
We do all them that way, okay.
Better.
Okay.
The staging is 100, right? So the acting is shining.
Okay.
Right, the acting is on point.
Okay.
All right. And hilarity and the hilarity ensued.
Okay.
Right. So the very easy for me to understand what's happening in the scene and the style, all that really shined. So what are you shooting on?
It's a Android phone. I don't even know the name of it. It's Samsung something.
When did you buy it?
I bought it last month, but only because I didn't have any money. It was a cheap phone. It was like less than $200. I didn't have any money, and I don't like the way it looks.
What? Is it like one of them phones? But what's the number on it? Samsung what?
It doesn't have a number. Oh yes, it was like X7 or something, but not like the what did I have last time I had a
the Note or something?
Yeah, it's not that family. It's the step down from that.
Oh, Samsung X7.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so what is the you got to show me like the box or something so I can Google it.
Okay.
Because I got to see what the
picture doesn't want to like last time. You remember I had to fade it in and I touched it and set it, but then it looks grainy at times or just.
Yeah, I think it might be because the way you sent it.
Mm-hmm.
Because in order for you to send it to me, okay, I'm gonna look at this. Hold on. Save to downloads folder. It's probably making it small. I don't know how big it is when you're sending it to me, but I need the specs on it.
Okay.
So that I can Google it. Here it is. Yeah, you're shooting at SD, and it probably has a high definition, and you're shooting it in standard definition.
Okay. So I need to be in high definition.
Yes, I know it shoots. It probably shoots in high definition because you bought it this year.
Yes. Okay.
So you didn't buy it back in the 90s, so I know it shoots in high definition. And the file you sent me is 3.5 megabytes, which is tiny.
Okay.
Tiny. You need to be sending. It needs to be way, way, way bigger.
Bigger.
For it to look good.
So now is that in how I save it after I record it?
It's in how you record it.
How I record it.
Record it in HD.
Okay.
So we need to, that's why I need to know what the specs are.
On the phone.
On the phone.
Okay.
So we have to make sure that you're recording HD and then you upload it like to YouTube or whatever in HD. So we get it and that'll probably make a big difference.
Okay.
So we got the framing on point.
Okay.
We need to get the shooting. We need to just make sure that
you're recording in the right thing.
Right. So the settings on the shooting, that's what we need to find.
Okay.
Which, if I know the thing, then I can, I'll go to Google. If I know what the phone is, I can go to Google and see how you do the settings.
Okay. I know my box is at work, so.
Okay. So, and just
I'll
take pictures about it. Yeah. And put it in the chat.
Okay.
And then we'll Google it and we'll figure it out.
All right, great.
So that's the next step to take it
Okay.
to the next level.
Yes.
And I feel like the framing and that stuff is good. Now let me show you how to watch your videos back.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm really happy with the acting.
Of the whole class, right? Because that's what I want to watch your whole. Okay.
Yeah, of the whole class.
Okay, great.
So let me share my thing again. Y'all are getting, this is only week 3. Y'all are really coming along. Everybody's growing in their own little areas. Am I sharing my whole screen? Y'all see my whole screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so this is the chat.
Right.
And inside the chat, here we are in Zoom. So Craig will put, at some point, I'll go to last week. When did he do it?
I don't remember him sending last week's.
Yeah, I was looking for it, but I didn't, and that's where I looked. I thought I was in that.
Oh, here's one. Here's week 1.
Week 1, okay.
Okay, maybe he didn't do last week. It's very possible.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
I just didn't know if I was in the wrong place looking at, because I'm so technically challenged.
No, okay, so here's week 1.
Okay.
I will put week 2. Okay, so there's week 1.
Okay.
So you just click on it, and there it is.
Watch it. Okay.
But if he didn't do it, he didn't do it, and so that's why you're not seeing it.
Great. I just thought it was me. I thought it was me.
No, and believe me, if anything goes wrong, just put it in the chat.
Right.
Mine,
class or whatever. Okay.
because remember, we are
I know, doing the same thing.
very raggedy husband-wife team. And, we might need to be reminded
Yes, of course, of course.
of our raggediness.
No.
And we will jump right on it.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, and let me just put it right here because I'm gonna do one more thing. Show more, library, watch later, like videos, because I have a list here. Home, trending, subscriptions, history, because it's all in one list.
Okay.
Called, oh no, this is the wrong one. Lord have mercy, that's the wrong one. Then this one, YouTube. Here we go. Yes. Show more. Zoom in 2019. This is it. Okay, week 1. Week 2. Here's week 2, Monday, Sunday, Monday. Okay, yeah, this is the whole playlist. So can I share the whole playlist? I think I can. I think you can. Yeah, I'm gonna share the whole playlist.
Okay.
If I can. If I can figure it out. Dagnammit. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put the whole playlist in there.
Okay.
And then y'all should be able to get the whole playlist. Zoom 20, that's the whole playlist right there. Okay. I just got to find the share playlist button.
I'm gonna mute now. I'll mute myself.
Okay, yeah, it's somewhere around here. Play all. Where's the share?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Copy, maybe download link, copy link. All right, I'm gonna try to paste it in there. Okay. Here we go. That should do it. All right, you guys. Anything else? Any other questions before? Unmute yourself if you have a question.
Yeah. I came into class about 10 minutes late, and you were mentioning something about that short bio video. And what did I miss about that? Did you say something about?
Yes, I had, oops, is that the playlist?
Maybe. It just came in. Let's see.
That's just week 1. I don't know if that's the whole list. If you click on that, if you will get the whole list. What I was just saying is that yesterday in Sunday's class, what's her name? Andrea had submitted one, but she's redoing it. And we were talking about how you could use it. And I forgot to say, one of the places that you could use it are in your self-submissions on your website. You could also use it if you were, what is that place called? Actors Access. On your Actors Access is another place that you could use it. Because it's essentially, the pitch video is also, could be used. It's also sometimes called a slate.
Oh.
So that's just some of the places that you could use it. I was thinking about it when I was, couldn't sleep last night.
What's the good length then? I mean, if it's a slate, it can't be like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I mean,
oh, no, it's short.
Like 1 minute or less, right? 30 seconds or something.
It could be, yeah, it can be 30 seconds, 1 minute or less for sure. Yes, we can watch, sure. Oh, did you do your pitch video? Oh, yes, Tara, let's watch it.
Oh, great.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't know I had any. Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Oh, well, you said 1 to 3 minutes. So I tried it once and it was like 30 seconds, and then I tried a longer one. So this is the longer one.
You are allowed to, it could be as long as you need it to be. I'm all good.
Okay.
Watch it. Okay, so this is Tara's pitch video. Nice.
Woo!
Hello. My name is Tara Anika Nicholas, and I love avocados and dark chocolate. Not necessarily together, but they're my favorite things on the planet. Share that. Anyway, I'm born in Washington, D.C. My family is from Haiti. I started my career as a dancer, so many different kinds of styles, and then gradually got to study singing and acting and hone in on all those different techniques as well. I attended the University of Pennsylvania to make my wonderful, sweet parents happy, and then after getting that degree, I ran away as fast as I could to New York City to make all of my wildest dreams come true. You may have seen me acting in The Blacklist or Gotham, or performing at the VMAs with Beyonce. That was amazing. I definitely forgot to breathe for a good part of that. Also, keep a lookout for me. I'll be in the next season of The Deuce, as well as the new series Godfather of Harlem starring Forest Whitaker. Especially excited about that coming out soon. I recently created my first short film. It's about the 2010 earthquake in Haiti, and I wrote it, directed it, and starred in it. It's very much a art piece, like non-narrative art piece.
Nice.
So anyway, here's the thing. I'm a superhero, and I'm ready to be in one in a studio film. My superpowers are that I can pretty much pick up any language or movement modality and look like a pro or sound like a pro in whatever that specific technique is. I'm a bit of a chameleon in that regard. My eyes are currently set on Vixen, also known as Mari Jiwe Makabe, and I just find her character to be out of this world and very much everything that I want to be in my first Trusted Lead film. So I don't currently have the connections or the specific representation that I feel would get me in the room. So I'm asking for your support to help me make that happen, because I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can so I don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. Obviously, if you know about something else coming out that I might not know, I'm of course open to that. So thank you again for your time. I'm extremely excited about the possibilities, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Bye.
All right. Woo! All right. So I am loving the pictures. I love the street cred. I feel like the ask needs to be shorter, and I feel like it needs to be overall tighter. It feels like you don't even need to reshoot it, you need to recut it. It just needs to be chopped. And it's all there. I love the street cred. The street cred is awesome sauce. It feels like it's all there. It probably could be cut down to a minute, and it could be choppy. I almost feel like there's something great there. You know, like you could cut in like different, like you could zoom, like you could play with this, like zoom in tighter, zoom, you know, like play with the style. You know what I was saying to Andrea yesterday? Like play with a now this, you know, the style of a now this video. Now this video, sometimes you see them, they also have words on them over top of them. You should play with this edit. You should get into iMovie, play with this edit. And now this video, sometimes it'll show somebody like in a wheelchair. It'll tell a story. It has an emotional impact. It'll tell a story. It'll be like, this little girl was born without legs. And it'll show, it's like, and then it'll be like, in the end, you'll be crying. And it's like, it'll be like a 1-minute video. And it'll tell the story of like how people raise money and now she walks, you know, and it'll make you cry. And it's a thing, and it's like it's called Now This, like this happened in the world, like somebody got shot or something, you know. But they do it in like a sort of a real quick style. But it feels like you could stylize the video some, use more pictures of yours, like cut in more pictures of yourself. You have amazing photos of yourself. So that it's not just talking, and cut down some of their talking, and you would have like an amazing video. I mean, I just feel like there's some, like it's all there. It just needs to be slightly stylized. What do you think? How does that make you feel?
Good. Sorry, they're doing construction in my hallway, so I keep muting it. I think, I'm not sure, when you were like, just cut it down, I was like, oh yeah, it felt long to me too. But then as I thought about it, I was like, I don't know how I would cut what I have other than rehearsing it tighter and doing it again. I mean, you know, I never want to like start over, but in this case, I think I'll spend more time trying to cut it right than I would just rehearsing it smoother. I do love, what I loved about this longer take was that there's more like me, like more of my personality versus just like, this is what I rehearsed and I'm spitting it out. There you go. Cause like I want to be able to do all the fun edits. I'm pretty basic in my editing skills, and iMovie does make it pretty easy to do some stuff. But
I'll play with you. I think there's something there.
Okay.
And I think that it's just like dropping some pictures in and playing with what they already have.
Okay.
And I think it's just like being patient.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, like just saying like, okay, we have no timeline. What do you think? I mean, I don't want you to talk faster. Let's use what we have. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm down to play. Because like you said, there's no timeline, and the truth is, and what was really funny is even the process of doing this was good for me, because I was Googling like, who's left as far as like Black superheroes that we haven't already seen? And obviously Storm, hello, amazing. But I don't know if they ever gonna bring her back. So I was like, okay, who else? And I found her, and I didn't realize like she's been in a lot of like TV series, but they're shows I don't watch, so I didn't know. But I was like, she hasn't been in a film, so it could be me. And I don't know what originally how clear people are, but we could be, like I was looking at some of the cartoons of her, not that different.
Yeah, I mean, like let's throw in a cartoon picture. Let's play.
Okay.
yeah, like I think now that we have like that framework, then we cut out a sentence and we play with an image. Like I love those 2 images that you put, and I know that you have super strong images. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have some framework. We have, the sentences are perfect.
Okay. And I wonder, even like some of it could be like my voice over photos.
That's what I'm saying. Like we have the better the audio, right? Yeah. And so now we're gonna, I think, play. Mm-hmm. Like that, like we have that, what we have. Mm-hmm. That we have some fun. Cool. Bye, Dawn. I'm sorry. So yeah, and I think, and we can always look, save the version that you have now, right? Mm-hmm. So you have that version.
Right.
So now let's play and see.
Okay.
And I'll throw some, and I mean, I feel like I have until the end of this class to play with you. And let's see what happens.
Great. For next week, is there any homework?
You're doing another, regular old.
Another scene.
Another scene. You guys are all bringing in another scene, for Shirley.
And we have 2 more weeks or 1 more week?
This is 2 more weeks.
Okay.
You guys know I.
Cool.
And you guys
do the pitch as well.
Absolutely, do the pitch. Do the pitch. Absolutely, have fun with it.
I just want to tell Tara I loved your humor in it too. The humor I thought was great. The way you added the jokes and stuff in.
Yup. And what's her name is going to do hers again too. Which she looked great. She had a little something in her nose, so she's going to do hers again. Andrea. But that's it, guys. Everybody's improving.
Yeah. Class. Roz, I want to tell you the person reading for me, although I didn't think you could hear that well, was AJ.
That's cool.
I did it through the tape, so we're just trying to figure out what is working for me. So, all right, cool.
Well, the reading, I thought the acting was good. The acting was on point, and you nailed the angle.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're working on. I got to do my technical stuff. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you.
There. As soon as we shoot in HD.
HD. All right, HD.
Okay. All right, y'all. Good work. So I'm gonna put a now this video in there, and I'm gonna make sure I put the other videos in there from last week. And y'all, yes, do shoot your pitch video. It'll be fun. All right, y'all. It's good hanging out with you.
Thank you.
Good work. It's coming along. Bye.